All right, we are approaching the end of the school year, and you know what that means? Spring finals. So spring finals are coming up, and you're probably thinking, oh man, do I have to take the final? Well, maybe, maybe not. You can be exempt from the spring final in this class. The fall final, you didn't have a choice. Everyone had to take the fall final. But here in the spring, you can be exempt. So what are the qualifications to be exempt? Let's see. Number one, no tardies. We haven't had tardies. Number two, no unpaid fees or dues. There's no fee for this. Math is free for everybody. And the last requirement is no missing assignments. No missing assignments. You get everything turned in, you can be exempt from taking the final. So what does no missing assignment mean? Well, let's see. You scroll through your grades, you look, nothing's missing. That's no missing assignments. But you see in the Home Access Center, you see an N, that's a missing assignment. You go in Buzz, you see that 0 and you haven't submitted anything, that's a missing assignment. If you have one of those assignments that something you're supposed to do on paper and you just submitted it without doing any work, you just copied the question and put it as the answer and just submitted it so you could move on, that's a missing assignment. You didn't turn in any assignment. How about when I'm just looking in Buzz and I say, yep, okay, that looks good, that looks good. Okay, that was a practice test. Wait a minute, that practice test, well, I didn't do that, but it doesn't even count for a grade. Do I have to do that? Do you have to take the practice test? Did I say no missing assignments that count for a grade? No. I said no missing assignments. So a practice test is an assignment. Yes, it does not affect your grade, but it's still an assignment. So if it's missing, that's a missing assignment. So you need to make sure there's nothing missing, and then you can be exempt. And so what does that mean if you're exempt? That means, number one, you don't have to take the final. So whatever your grade is at the end of the semester just remains your grade. It doesn't drop for not taking the final. Here's the plus side, though. If you're exempt from taking the final and you take the final anyway, yes, that's an option. You can raise your grade, but you cannot lower your grade. So if you do poorly on the final, it's not going to bring your grade down any. We're just going to throw it out and act like you never took it. But if you do well on the final, higher than your current grade, it's going to raise your grade. It goes in as a test, right? And tests and quizzes are 70% of your grade in this class. So taking the final when you don't have to is a great, great benefit for you because it can only help. It cannot hurt. So get your grade where you want it to be, get all your assignments in, and then you don't have to take the final at all, be exempt. Or you have that option of taking it to only push your grade up. So how do I get my grade up, Mr. Brock? Go back and look at your quizzes first off. Remember, quizzes and tests count for 70% of your grade. So the fastest way to raise your grade is go back. If you have a quiz that does not have a good grade, go back, see what you missed, look back to see how to do it correctly, and retake that quiz. Buzz will let you retake the quiz. I don't even have to do anything. You don't even have to let me know. It'll automatically let you retake that quiz. So boost that quiz grade up. It'll pull your grade up. Otherwise, exams, if you have low exams, say, hey, Mr. Brock, I need to retake an exam. Okay, I allow retakes on exams. I may have you work some problems for me first and turn it in to show that you have learned something, right? Pick some problems you missed and say, okay, work this problem correctly and send it to me. And then I'll reopen the exam. That's not a problem. You just need to go back and look and see what you missed and learn something about it so you're not just guessing the second time and still not doing well on the exam. Make it worth your time to actually raise your grade. And after that, then you can go back and look and see if there's any assignments that you had a poor score on, and then redo those assignments and lift those assignments up. But quizzes and tests are going to affect your grade more. So that's what I'd focus on first, is get those quiz grades up, get those exam grades up. And then after that, you can look at your assignments to get to that. But get everything turned in, guys. No missing assignments. So that way you'll get that email from me saying, hey, you don't have to take the final next week. You're exempt. If you wait till finals day and turn it in, it's too late. The exemptions are not on finals day. They are issued before finals day. like the Friday before. That's what I'm expecting. The Friday will be the cutoff date. That if you don't have everything in by that Friday, so sorry, you'll have to take the final on the next week. So don't wait to the last minute, because there's no exemption coming on like Tuesday of finals week. If it wasn't turned in the week before, you're taking the final anyway. So if you have to take the final and you're not exempt, it can lower your grade. So that's important. Get everything turned in, make the final optional, so there's no way it can hurt your grade. All right, if you got any questions, email me, come to class, somehow get a hold of me, let me know. I'll be happy to answer them for you. Otherwise, get your stuff turned in and do work you can be proud of.